Okay, and action. Leo, how you doing, my cutie? Patootie looking all this so yummy. Leo, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your fellow Leo. Welcome to your funny Armenian guy where I'm here to serve and to slay. You are my cutie, Patootie looking all this so yummy, and I am your funny Armenian guy. So here's the thing. Haircut check, your fellow Leo haircut check. Haircut check, vibe check. So Leo-licious, delicious. Here is the thing. I have a very specific message that has been sizzling within me for the past 24 hours. This is going to be a very specific message, okay? I already thought about this. I was like, I know what's coming in. So let me just fix my mustache real quick because we got to be presentable, Leo. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So Leo, this is going to be your reading from May 26th to June 1st. In this reading, Leo, I'm going to be taking a look at your past situation, the present situation, and then the upcoming future. I will also take a look at the overall challenge, as well as clarify them, get some recommendation, advice. And this is a general reading, as you know, so it may resonate, it may not. Also, the extended reading, I'm going to be literally putting in this video. I will just go a couple more minutes extra to see what would this person tell you, what were some of the other messages. On a final note, before I start, I did the Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation. That's what I do. Not an advertisement, but if you feel there is a kind of an energy shift in my voice and everything, it's because the frequency of my voice is actually like leveling up and upgrading. And I do like blindfolded meditation, which I've learned from his retreats. So I know I look funny. I know I look funny. It's like, what? Where the cards at? Here. So basically, I go into my dark room and then I meditate. Okay, with my eyes closed, I go to different dimensions. I connect with the divine and I get downloads. So there is a little bit of a shift, which is good. Okay, but we're doing gooch. So thank you for asking. But we're going to get into your reading. Water. So let's get into this situation. Let's see what is this about. My intuition was telling me that a lot of you are in separation because somebody here made an exit, departed from this relationship, from this connection, and they did it because there is a major realization that's going to come on their end, and we're going to see what is the outcome. So, Leo-licious, let's get into your reading and let's see what is it that's coming up for you. Now, I'm going to take a look at the past and then the present and then the near future. You know, I like to focus on the present and then the near future more. We'll just take a quick look at the past and then the challenge. So you just showed up in the past, apparently. The Sun is the card for Leo, okay? Present moment. So the challenge is the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The sign really doesn't that much matter, but I'm just seeing that here. And then you have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, okay? So I'm strongly getting here. I'm seeing two stories, two storylines. I'm going to actually co-join them and like tell you what it is. I feel like the challenge here with the Queen of Cups, I think that a lot of you have been dealing with somebody who was, who became emotionally unavailable. Okay, whoever this person was. There could have been a third-party situation here involved with the Three of Pentacles. There's also the Hermit here and then the Devil at the bottom. Okay, so this is talking about something here was very unhealthy, toxic. Maybe this person was involved with another person. Maybe the person, the third party can be like substance abuse, can be anything, right? You know, the dramatic mother-in-laws and all of that, right? Family members. So I feel like that you felt lonely. A lot of you have been feeling lonely and left out by this person. It's like you were in a relationship, but you were not. And even more so when this person made an exit here. Okay, I see here somebody here walking away from you with the Eight of Cups. Like I said earlier, okay, it made you feel very sad, okay, and very much left out, and it was very unfair to you because of the Justice at the bottom of the deck. So we're gonna get into this more, but I'm seeing here there was a lot of toxicity, unhealthy habits, codependency. okay, in this connection here. So let's get into the recent past real quick. The Sun, Eight of Cups, the Justice, basically you were in a connection, my dear Leo, where somebody here like walked away from you, okay, disconnected from you. I feel like that this was kind of a maybe an unexpected ending. So we're gonna get some, it was unexpected basically. We're gonna get into this and clarify shortly. So Leo, in the present moment, you have the Page of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. In the present moment, I feel like what you're actually realizing is that you were in a situation with somebody that possibly there was a lot of breadcrumbing going on. This is like breadcrumbing, not an equal give and take exchange energy. So that's a realization in the present moment. A lot of you do have a lot of love for this person with the Ace of Cups, but you're actually holding it back. Many of you have been wanting to communicate with this person something very specific, but you've kind of like held it back to yourself. You don't want to say a lot of things right now. There's also 555 on the timer. In the near future, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, okay? So in the near future, I see you, Leo, actually thriving in your financial situation, like big time. Something that you might have started is going to actually take off, whether that's a project, career, business. Relationship-wise, we're going to see what this offer here is about, okay? Somebody here is going to want to make an offer to you, and we're going to see what this is about. So without any further ado, Leo, let's get into the reading and let's clarify. So let's clarify the Queen of Cups, dear Leo. Let's see, what is the Queen of Cups here about? Because I feel like some of you were dealing with somebody who was like on and off, hot and cold, meeting this person and then not meeting, being with them and then not being with them. Somebody here also was very closed off. Queen of Cups, by the way, is the only one who has like a lead on the top of the cup. You could have also dealt with another Leo, Libra. I'm getting air signs here. So the Queen of Cups is clarified by the King of Cups, sprinkle, strong water sign energy here. Knight of Cups, damn, a lot of water. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot of you, like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune here, there was a lot of on and off, okay? A lot of you felt happy with, one for a short period of time and then just in separation for some time. I feel like a lot of you dealt with somebody who was very also stubborn and like kind of like set in their own ways. There was a lot of emotional immaturity, let me just put it that way. If for some of you there was emotional manipulation, that's a different story, but I'm just going to put it that way. There was this person that you dealt with was very much emotionally immature. They didn't know really how to handle the situation, how to have a conversation, how to actually experience confrontation here. There was a lot of love, okay? Because this is all about like love. Everything is water, like literally speaking water here. Your person doesn't have to be water sign, but I'm strongly getting here this is also destiny, okay? This is a destined partnership here that you had with this person, and sometimes soulmates, whatever, twin flame situations, people come and they teach us a specific thing, in order for us to learn something. One thing I want to mention about soul contracts. So I said to myself one day, okay, if people say like there is a soul contract, you signed a soul contract with somebody, you can get rid of this person's energy. And I told my guides and I told my angels, okay, up there, and I said, look, I gotta ask you something. Can a soul hold the pen? Hold on. Can a soul hold the pen? I signed no contract. I don't do no contracts, ma'am. Sprinkle. Cutie patootie. I don't do no contracts here, okay? I told God, I said, look, y'all just ran out of pens, and I was not able to actually sign the contract. So there you go. Ain't nobody signing no contract here. So in terms of what is the moral of the story? You don't gotta tie yourself to nobody if you don't want to, because you have free will. And you the main character here. You the main person. There is the devil at the bottom of the deck. Sprinkle. This toxicity stuff following all the way. But you are the main character. You decide what happens. Okay? So I'm going to talk about why did this person leave you. Shall we? Because we know what happened in the past. But let's talk about why did somebody here walk away from my Leo leashes. Clarified by the 10 of Wands, the Magician, and the 3 of Cups. I mean, the Magician is right here. Just for your knowledge and information. Also, the Magician doesn't always mean, not only it means like manifestation, but also it means emotional manipulation. I get what I was talking about. Third party. Okay, with the Three of Cups here, like I said, it means that there was a manipulation going on. The Three of Cups, three people in the imagery, like a third-party situation. Ten of Wands also, I see that, one of the reasons why the separation happened, dear Leo, is because first of all, you felt exhausted in this connection. There was a lot of on and off, back and forth, like, unclear communication happening with this individual. So it was becoming tiring, okay? And whatever this person did to you in whatever way they did it, you know that it was very unfair with the justice here, okay? Somebody here just like maybe suddenly or abruptly left. So because you know what happened in the past, let's talk about in the present moment. So in the present moment, I'm seeing here you're having actually a major realization in terms of the Six of Pentacles, because as I mentioned earlier, dear Leo, there was some sort of like an emotional manipulation. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so the Five of Wands here is talking about argument, conflict, misunderstanding, miscommunication that happened between you and this person. For many of you, you and this person could have come from different cultures. Sorry, I didn't mean to put the middle finger. I'm sorry. Sorry, Leo. This is a serious, Arman, this is a serious topic. Like, sorry. Sprinkle. I can't crack up. I cannot not crack up a joke. But there was a difference between you and this person. You see, there is 5 different people in different outfits fighting, right? So I feel like that there was maybe age difference for many of you, cultural difference, background difference here, whatever. Okay, and what I'm seeing here in the present moment, you're realizing with the Six of Pentacles, that you were breadcrumb. Eventually, this person also not only was breadcrumbing you, they were also being very aggressive. The Knight of Swords energy here is actually a very aggressive energy. That's somebody that's very kind of like abrupt. As you can see, the horse is moving, fastest moving horse in tarot. So it's like very like this person might have also done some like unexpected things. Like they caught you off guard and you were like so surprised, okay, by the things that they did. Let's talk about the Ace of Cups. How do you feel about this person? I feel like you still care about this person. Like you kind of, you do have a lot of love for this individual. Let's be honest. There's a lot of cups in here. Clarified by the Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Three of Pentacles. So here is the thing. Doesn't have to be, possibly, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Pisces, okay? Because this is the card of Pisces here with the Hanged Man. Now, what does that mean? That means that, as I said earlier, you have a lot of love for this person. This is the main character energy here. You want to work things out with this person. Okay, with the Three of Pentacles, you do want to work out with this person, and you're actually waiting to hear from this person. That's what the Three of Wands here talks about, okay? Standing on a heel, kind of like waiting for some sort of news, communication, text message, whatever, because you still Leo, we're Leos. So in one corner of your heart, dear Leo, you're still holding that belief and that hope that actually it's gonna work out for both of you. Okay, and honestly, the thing is that you're actually ready for communication. You're ready to have a conversation, also to gain some clarity about the situation. When this person made an exit and they left, what is it that they're realizing? Because I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, this person is having a major realization about the exit that they made, okay? Because I think this is something that ended on their end. It's like almost as if they left you before you could find out or leave them. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Emperor, Eight of Cups, and then the Page of Swords. So here is the thing. Cards cannot lie and Arman cannot make it up. Eight of Cups, remember, was in the beginning, in the past. Somebody walking away, right? So in the near future, like I said, this person is like realizing something really major, who they fumbled, okay? The Eight of Cups here is twice. Age of difference, Leo, okay? So this is you or them. Whatever the situation here is that this person is realizing that they walked away from someone that was very committed. Someone that was had a strong personality. If you're a male watching this, strong personality, strong masculine, feminine, whatever the situation is, that they walked away from someone who was very solid. The Emperor is the one and only in tarot who actually wears those helmet shoes. What does the helmet shoes mean here? They mean that this person, you, Leo, have been through a lot. Okay, you can wear those helmet shoes because you earned that title. Because the mountains behind the Emperor talks about the difficulties and the challenges that you have been able to overcome. And hence the reason why is because you know what true love is, Leo. You know how to commit, you know how to take care. And this is the realization that this person is having. And Page of Pentacles, they want to come back forward. They want to actually, because this is the card of communication, right? The Page of Swords, someone who is executing a communication, to come forward with the conversation here. And then you have the King of Wands here, because they see you as the King of Wands. They see you as the Leo and the Lioness. The reason why this person also was shut up is because they were shut off and they shunned you out and they abandoned you, is because this person actually had abandonment issues. We talked about this before. Also, this person's previous relationship was a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And they walked away and they left. So, okay, let's see. I want to see more. Tell me more about this person. So with the clarification deck, there is the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this person feels like a soulmate. So this person is actually fighting their feelings and their emotions with the Seven of Wands. Okay, Seven of Wands is somebody that's going through a lot of challenges and tests. And I think that this person, ever since they walked away from you, they're actually struggling big time with their feelings, with their emotions. What's happening with this person? Yes, the Strength card and then the Queen of Pentacles. The Strength card is actually Leo's card, and then Pentacles is financial situation. This person is actually struggling big time ever since they left you, ever since they walked away from you. Okay, what else? The Knight of Wands. This person is realizing also that that sex is not as good as it used to be with anyone else at all for them, because that was the best with you, because you were the best thing that happened to this person, Leo. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. This person is actually like holding on to the memories and holding on to the fact that, you know, you were the only one, the best thing that ever happened to them. They're holding on to you, Leo. And you may say, well, if they're holding on to me, where are they? What's happening? Well, let's find out, shall we? Let's talk about this person's potential actions towards Leo. Besides them coming back, coming around, like what is going to happen? What is the outcome? So here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to have to cover this. The Lovers. Okay, the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. So this person's actions here with the Queen of Swords. I'm going to have to cover this for various reasons. So with the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, and then there is also the Ten of Wands. This person's future actions is going to be that they're going to realize that the more they hold on to, you know, this silence that they created, and they sit in this silence, it's going to be extremely burdensome, and it's going to be very tiring for them, Leo. Because first of all, you don't chase nobody. Cross-watcher, it's okay. It's going to work out, cross-watcher. But I feel like that, you know, this person is realizing that you are not even trying to force anything. You're just like, okay, do your own thing, whatever, you know, you make an exit. I think you actually made a wrong exit, and it's a dead end. Wherever this person went or decided to go, it's a dead end for them. You know, like those dead end areas when like navigation takes you and you feel like, oh my gosh, this is trapped. I got to make a U-turn. That's the energy that I'm feeling, Leo. Okay, so this person's potential actions for you, be prepared for them to come forward with like a communication and clarification. The choice is, of course, yours. You know, whether you want to proceed forward or not. Now, before I get into the advice, let's see, what would this person tell you, Leo? What would this person tell my Leo-licious? What would this person tell my Leos? There was a lot of fighting going on with this person, you know, or like just on and off, and misunderstandings and conversations. Okay, so it says, I know that I crossed the line with you. This is somebody, like I said, with their words, verbally, behavioral-wise also. Maybe they also, like, with their behavior was like saying something that was extremely disrespectful to you. The other thing here that this person actually would tell you would be, I know I messed up everything. Not just one thing, but everything, Leo, okay? The way that you provided for this person, that you took care of them, the way that you actually gave your gifts and everything. This person is having the realization right now, and then so many things remind me of you. Everything, songs, socks. Okay, socks also, songs, photos, pictures, hairy Armenian legs. So a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And this person is also saying at the bottom of the deck, I hope that you can forgive me one day. This is a situation, Leo, where it's like the way that this person acted towards you with the Eight of Cups, Okay, it was extremely disrespectful, extremely unexpected. It was like very abrupt that it caught you off guard. Okay, and ever since then, Leo, I feel like that you have been seeking like for clarity, you've been seeking for justification. And I'm gonna tell you something at the end. I don't care how long this video goes, but I gotta tell you something very important in those kind of situations. What is the message for these two cutie patooties after all? Uh-oh. Okay, two of them fell out. So I'm gonna say, actually, wait. Okay, it says wait. The timing is not quite right. Don't push it. Don't rush into it, Leo. Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. So for some of you, this person could be actually your soulmate. Okay, this person, what does it say? Oh, yes, the true love. This love is actually, it says emotional, physical, and unconditional. So not really sure about like the physical or like unconditional, because they have to really live up to that. So I'm gonna have to like literally debate with these. But let me explain something when it comes to dealing with these kind of people and how to change those circumstances, right? And I'm gonna share this from the bottom of my heart, transmutation, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, I've talked about Dr. Joe Dispenza for quite some time, right, Leo? Manifestation, your reality creates your personality creates your personal reality. So when a specific event happens like this, and I'm sharing this from the bottom of my heart, I'm going to get aboard one day and talk about it more. When a person leaves and they walk away and they disconnect, it's a traumatic event, right? And imagine like how many times certain things happened in the past that disappointed us big time. We experience certain feelings of abandonment, feelings of pain, feelings of, uncertainty, right? When we don't deal with those emotions and those feelings, they get stuck in our body. So anytime a familiar experience happens, we actually get triggered, and then our brain, subconscious mind, doesn't know the difference between real and false, and what's true, what's right, what's not. And then our brain manufactures the same emotions and feelings in our body as if it's happening right now. So can we say, Leo, that if we feel the same way every single day, we think the same thoughts every single day, we basically are living in the past? Can we say that? Because if 99% of our thoughts every single day is the same thing, we're basically living in the past, right? So Dr. Joe Dispenza is teaching, because I've been to 2 of his retreats, is basically if somebody leaves you, for example, and this is my take also, if somebody leaves you, abandons, walks away, whatever, what you do is within your power, you basically can start cultivating new emotions and new feelings. Instead of feeling the feelings and the emotions of abandonment and being left out and shunned out, you can actually transmute that. And you're going to say how? If people really, really, really want to change their life, meditation, breath work. There is no other way around. I'm sorry. This is the fastest way I've been able to turn situations around, relationships around in the best case scenario, because through meditation and breath work, you're first of all grounding yourself and you're becoming present. And then you are not obsessing over somebody or something outside of you in the external reality, right? And I know I'm doing tarot, but I'm also talking about those things because I want to help you. I want to empower you, Leo. So when you actually elevate those emotions, you transmute, and then you start feeling joyful, you start feeling happy, complete. You start actually telling your body something new, something different. And yes, your logical mind is going to step in, but you're going to persist. You're going to need to persist that way. That's why meditation, guided meditation, breath work, journaling, those are tools and important for you to overcome. If somebody exited your life, that's not the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if our happiness and our joy and our sense of security and peace is dependent on someone outside of us, like external, then that means that we become a victim to what happens on the external. Yes or no? Yes, because if something goes wrong in the external, then our internal is going to be shaken up. But when you actually build that internal confidence within yourself, baby, you're unshakable. You are unshakable, unoffendable. Nobody can shake you. So somebody can walk away. You're like, okay, I wish you peace. I thought about my exes and I'm like, I wish them healing and I wish them peace. That's it. I don't wish them no bad. Because when you also connect with the divine and you experience the divine love, Leo, you're like, you know what? We're all one. This person operated from a certain level of consciousness and understanding, because probably that's what they saw when they grew up with their parents, their dysfunctional family, and in their previous relationships dynamics as well. And that's something that we also have experienced as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us also have been in a place where maybe we had, emotionally unavailable parents, mother, father, whatever, generational situations, generational traumas, right? And that affected us subconsciously, programmed us to feel a certain way. Anytime somebody would leave, we would experience the same emotions. So in order for you to overcome this whole soup and this whole mess, you're gonna need to detach yourself from the situation. I know I'm 25 minutes in, but I'm sharing some gems. I hope that you're listening, because I wanna help you. You're gonna take some time aside. You're gonna start focusing on yourself, okay? You're gonna start feeling complete, whole, loved, lovable, and you're not gonna put your attention on somebody who was emotionally unavailable. You're gonna give all the love to yourself and become emotionally available to yourself, baby. Let's see what is the outcome and what already we saw the outcome. It's gonna be this person gonna come and communicate with you. My ear is ringing right now, so that was the correct download here for you. And I'm gonna talk about those things like even more. But I just feel like, and maybe that's the reason why I was also drawn to like just to journal and take a step back and kind of like meditate and do breath work more, because I was like, what is a message that I can actually share with my Leos? Because I can feel a lot of you are going through this. 7 of Cups, the Moon, and then the Ace of Swords. So what I do see here coming in for both of you is basically having an open conversation and overcoming. There's gonna be an incoming conversation. Okay, an incoming conversation to overcome this whole confusion, because I feel like here with the 7 of Cups, somebody here, even though if this person tried to keep their options open, right, 7 Cups there, this person is going to actually feel very anxious in other dynamics, because there is something very special about you, Leo, that this person felt very much safe, and they're gonna want to come forward with a communication, which is going to be crowned with success. And the only way that this is going to happen, my dear Leo, is when you detach and you let them be, and you let them come towards you and watch what happens. Because even if this person made an exit, there is a major realization that they're going to have. So Leo, I love you so much. Sprinkle, sprinkle, my cutie patootie. Thank you so much for being in here. I'm here to serve and I'm here to slay. I'll keep you in my thoughts because I know you're going through a lot. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon.